Hi, this is IK Tutors. Welcome. Okay, we are here doing a high school assessment question, question number 13. We're working on question number 13 from the decimal section of multiplication and division. So let's jump into it. The question states, if a 16-ounce box of candy costs $8.95, how much does 1 ounce cost? It also states they want us to round our answer to the nearest cent. So we note down here that round to the nearest cent means we're going to round to the hundredths place value, right? Which is the second digit right of the decimal place. So we're only going to need 2 digits to the right of the decimal. So that's good to know. All right. So we only have to, well, we'll get into it later. So the other thing we need to note is that long division involves repeating the same three math steps, which is division, multiplication, subtraction, repeat. And we repeat this until we run out of numbers. And you'll see what that means in a second. So looking at our problem, they want to know how much does 1 ounce cost. We have to divide the total cost of the candy by the total number of ounces. So the total cost of the candy is $8.95, and the total number of ounces was 16. So let's go ahead and begin. First thing we note is that we have a decimal in the number that we're dividing into. So that's all of these numbers are in place value positions. So we're going to have to put that decimal right above on top of the bracket, the division bracket, in the same place value position. Okay. Now we're going to note that we're dividing with a 2-digit number. So we have to divide into the first 2 digits of the number underneath the division bar. Right. So let's go ahead and do that. 16 divided into 89. How many times that go? Right. And this is the division part. We're going to go through this multiplication, division, subtraction, repeat. So the first thing we do is we're dividing 16 into 89. That goes 5 times. So we're going to put the 5 right here. Why? Because 89 was the number that we divided into. So the 9 place value is where our answer goes. Okay. So we took care of the division. Now we're going to take care of the multiplication. We're going to multiply that result of 5 times our 16. So 5 times 16 is going to give us 80. We're going to write that right here under the 89 that we divided into. That takes care of the multiplication. Now we're going to subtract that 80 from our original 89, which is going to give us 9. That takes care of the subtraction, right? So now we're going to repeat. We have more digits to the right, so we're going to bring down the next digit, which is 5. We're going to repeat the process. We're going to divide 16 now into 95, right? 16 gets divided into, let's clear our check marks because we're going to repeat this process. And we go for another round. 16 goes into 95 how many times? 5 times. Okay. That's division. 5 times 16 is what? It's 80. That's our multiplication. And then we're going to subtract that 80 from the 95, right? 95 minus 80 is going to give us 15. That's our subtraction. Okay. And then we're going to repeat it again, right? This time we have another digit, so we can bring it down and repeat the process again. That's 0. Right, so we're going to erase these check marks. We're going to go through the same 3 operations again. All right, so 16 divided into 150 goes 9 times. Nine times 60 is 135. So we divided 16 into 150, that's takes care of the division. We multiplied the 9 times the 16, that takes care of the multiplication. What's next? The subtraction. 150 minus 35, that's going to give us 15. Where's my, I just dropped my, excuse me. So that's going to give us 15. Right. Now we can keep on going. However, the question stated that we need to round our answer to the nearest what? Nearest cent. And we noted on the bottom that the nearest cent, it means to the hundredths place, 100ths place, which is only the second digit, right, of the decimal. So in our answer, we have 1, 2, 3 digits. That's all we need to round this off. So we don't need to continue going. Okay. All right. So how do we round? Remember, if you remember from our rounding, this is the hundreds place right here. This 5 right here, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to check the digit directly to the right of it, which is the 9. That's going to be kind of like our judge. Whether, and what we're going to do, either we're going to keep the 5 or we're going to increment the 5 by 1 to 6. Okay. So if the number to the right of our digit is 5 or greater, we're going to increment. If it's less than 5, we're going to keep the digit. Well, since 9 is greater than 5, we're going to increment. So our answer is going to be 0.5, and we're going to increment that 5 to 6. Okay. So this is what? 56 cents. So what does that mean? It means that when they ask us how much does 1 ounce cost, 1 ounce cost 56 cents. And that is our answer. So I hope this helped. If it did, please remember to like and subscribe so we can continue providing these helpful videos. And I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day.